You spend a fortune on clothes, invest in quality pieces, put together thoughtful outfits, but you still look just ordinary next to that woman who wears simple clothes and looks like she stepped out of a magazine? Let me tell you something. The problem isn't your wardrobe. It's not the quality of your clothes. It's not even how much you spend. The problem is there are 7 feminine luxury codes. Secret visual codes that literally separate sophisticated women from simply well-dressed women. Today, I'm going to show you these codes, and when you understand these details, people start perceiving you in a completely different way. Code 1. Hair slicked precision. Let me tell you something about hair that changes everything. Imagine walking into a restaurant, 2 women in the same outfit, but one has ultra-controlled hair, every strand in place. The other has that casual loose hair, some strands escaping. Know what happens? The waiter looks twice at the first one, without understanding why. It's that very worked hair communicates something instantly. This person invested time, and time looks expensive. It doesn't need to be a complex hairstyle, a sleek low bun with gel at the temples and not a hair loose, or a high ponytail pulled tight with the hair itself wrapped around the elastic. That intentional wet look also works. Gel creating wet shine, as if you just left the salon. The millimetric side part, perfect, as if it were done with a ruler. The impeccable straight bob, where every strand is exactly in place. Or the professional blowout, with those large controlled waves. The opposite, natural loose hair without finish, visible frizz, loose baby hairs on the forehead, oily roots, or no volume, split ends. This screams too casual. You can do this in 2 minutes. Wet the temples, apply gel, pull into an ultra-tight bun, spray the baby hairs. Looks like you spent $100 at the salon. Cost 0. Take a profile photo. 0 loose hairs. Approved. Hairs escaping? Too casual. But almost no one notices this consciously. Now, there's a mistake with jewelry many women make without realizing. Code 2. Minimal jewelry, maximalism. Have you noticed this? Some women wear 5 stacked bracelets, 3 necklaces, rings on every finger, and yet they look ordinary. Others wear just 1 thin chain and look immediately sophisticated. It's visual mathematics. The brain processes quantity before quality. When you wear many pieces, people think, she's compensating for lack of quality with quantity. When you wear few pieces, they think, each one cost a lot. Imagine your sister-in-law looking at your outfit, a pair of gold hoops, a minimalist watch. That's it. She'll ask where you bought them. The secret is wearing 1 to 3 pieces only. Solid gold or silver, never mixed. Delicate but visible pieces, a thin 1 mm chain, hoops of 1 to 1.5 inches, and never colorful or flashy costume jewelry. Never large, too bright stones. Never thick, heavy chains. Know why? Because true luxury is discreet. It's minimalist. And here's the test. Remove all jewelry. Miss only one? That's the right one. Miss all of them. You're wearing too much. 3 strategic pieces. Hoop earrings, minimalist watch, delicate necklace, completely transform any look. Each one you wear 200 times a year or more. But there's a color detail that makes this even more elegant. Code 3. Monochrome tonal mastery. Here's something stylists notice in 2 seconds. You walk into an event. One woman is wearing black pants, pink blouse, blue blazer, red shoes. Many colors competing. Another is all in shades of beige, camel pants, cream blouse, beige blazer, tan shoes. Even without being able to explain, everyone finds the second one more elegant. It's tonal monochrome. You choose one color family and use 3 or 4 different tones of it. All beige spectrum, cream, camel, sand, tan, light chocolate. All grayscale, ice white, light gray, charcoal, graphite, black. All navy family, sky blue, indigo, navy, teal. All earth tones, off-white, beige, terracotta, chocolate, burgundy. The magic is this communicates curation. This person understands fashion. She thought about this look. The trick is varying textures, silk, wool, cotton, but keeping everything in the same color family. And here's the secret. The tones should be different, but not exactly the same. Exactly matching tones look like a uniform. You want subtle contrast between pieces. Take a black and white photo of the look. If it still looks sophisticated without color, you got it right. If it loses all interest, you're depending too much on vibrant colors. And never use more than 2 color families in the same look. Never. Now comes something that instantly transforms your silhouette. Code 4. Belt cinching architecture. Look at this transformation. You put on an oversized dress, kind of loose, no defined shape. Looks okay, but something's missing. Then you add a thin belt at the natural waist, where you bend when you sit. Immediately, you have curves, hourglass, feminine proportion. It's instant architecture. The belt should sit horizontal, never diagonal. Defines the waist, but doesn't tighten to the point of bunching the fabric. Thin belt of 1 to 1.5 inches over oversized blouse. Medium belt of 2 inches at natural waist. Premium leather with minimalist buckle. Simple square or round, never ornate. Never at the hips. That's 2000s. It's dated. Never belt wider than 3 inches. Looks costumey. Never giant flashy buckle. Too country. And never belt over tight clothing. It's redundant. Know what happens when you define the waist? You divide the body into 1/3 top and 2/3 bottom. Golden ratio. 2 or 3 basic belts. Black, camel, burgundy, transform 50 different looks. This detail alone completely changes how people perceive your body. But there's a layering code few people know. Code 5. Layering length variation. Have you noticed that some women wear 3 layers of clothing and look incredibly stylish, and others wear 3 layers and look disorganized? The difference is in the lengths. Imagine 3 women, all wearing blouse, blazer, and coat. The first, all pieces end at the same place, no visual dimension. The second, short blouse at waist, medium blazer to hip, long coat to mid-thigh, 4 to 6 inches difference between each layer. Guess which one looks like she thought about the outfit? It's visual depth. Instant complexity. Short bodysuit, medium blazer, long trench, short tank, medium open shirt, long cardigan, short blouse, medium vest, long coat. Each layer should be visible. None completely hides the previous one. And here's the mistake many people make. Too little difference between layers. Less than 2 inches doesn't create the effect. Or inner layer longer than outer, which looks messy. Mirror test. Put on 3 layers. Can you see the line of each one? If yes, you got it right. If not, adjust the lengths. This is a trick stylists use all the time, and almost no one consciously notices. But when you apply it, people think, wow, she really knows how to dress. Now comes the mathematical formula for elegance. Code 6. Neutral dominance, 80 to 20. Here's something fascinating about professional styling. There's a rule designers follow religiously. 80-20. 80% of the look in neutral colors, 20% in color, if you use any. Never 50-50. Imagine you all in beige. Beige pants, cream blouse, camel blazer, and a burgundy bag. That's it. Color appears in one accessory only. Know why this works? Visual hierarchy. Neutrals create timeless sophistication. Concentrated color creates a controlled statement. It's styling mathematics. If you take a black and white photo, 80% disappears. 20% stays dark or light, depending on the color. Luxury neutrals are optical white, off-white, raw, ivory, beige, camel, tan, suede, chocolate, light gray, charcoal, graphite, black, navy, teal. And here's the mistake. 50% neutral, 50% color, too balanced, no hierarchy, or multiple colors competing in the same look. Never use color in large pieces. Red pants dominate too much. Color always in accessories. All beige with burgundy bag, monochromatic elegance with a twist. This 80-20 formula is used by professional stylists worldwide. And here's the code many elegant women use without realizing. Before we move on to the next trick, have you ever had that awful feeling of opening your closet and feeling like you have absolutely nothing to wear? To solve this, I created a guide where I show how, with just 15 pieces, you can create more than 150 elegant looks. These are combinations that make people turn their heads to look at you. Inside, you'll also discover techniques to look visually slimmer and taller, plus specific styling tricks to soften fuller arms, wider hips, or a more generous bust. The link to download the guide is in the pinned comment and in the description. Now let's move on to the next trick. And if you're watching on TV, just scan the QR code that appears on the screen or in the corner of the video. Code 7. Handbag structured rigidity. Let me show you something that completely changes how an outfit is perceived. You walk into an expensive store. The saleswoman quickly looks at you, and in 2 seconds, she decides how she'll treat you. Know what she looks at? The bag. But it's not about brand. It's about structure. Structured, rigid bag that stands up on its own when empty communicates investment, durability, quality. Slouchy, soft fabric bag communicates quick purchase. Disposable. Put the empty bag on the floor. If it stands up, you got it right. If it slouches or falls to the side, it's too casual. Straight base, geometric shape, rectangle, trapezoid, cube. Structured leather, not too soft. Firm handles that don't fall or twist. Proportional size, neither mini nor giant, between 10 and 14 inches. Minimal hardware, discreet closure, simple pulls, and never slouchy hobo bag, never fabric or canvas bag. Too casual, never student backpack, never bag with many pockets and external zippers, never charms or dangly things hanging. Luxury colors, black, camel, burgundy, navy, never vibrant colors or flashy prints. One premium structured bag lasts 5 to 10 years. You use it 300 times a year. This detail alone instantly elevates any look. It's the difference between looking like you take care of yourself and looking careless. Look, these 7 codes seem like small details, but together they create a complete transformation. Imagine walking into that elegant restaurant. The waiter looks twice. Your friend asks where you bought that piece. People treat you differently without being able to explain why. It's because you know the codes almost no one notices. These details work because they're universal. They don't depend on expensive brands. They don't depend on having a lot of money. They depend on knowledge, on attention to detail, on understanding how elegance works visually. Tell me in the comments, which of these codes will you start using first? And if you already use any of them, tell me how people react. In the next video, I'm going to show you the mistakes that instantly reveal lack of elegance, those details that make you look sloppy without realizing it.